What is up, legends? Martin Legend and Theodore the Ninja musician, magic mascot. He's so talented, he's got everything going for him. Back with another card trick. Today's card trick is absolutely amazing. Your spectators will never see it coming. It leaves, you can actually fool 7 people with, or 6 people with this trick if you were to be so inclined. And by the way, if you're brand new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. On our way to 3,000 subscribers. That's going to be an amazing milestone once I get there. And also, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like on this video, comment, share, all those amazing things. And apart from that, I hope all of you are doing really well today, and thank you for clicking on this video that made you just a little bit more handsome or beautiful than you were already. But without further ado, let's get straight into today's card trick. Okay, so Theodore's going to be chilling right there, and I'm going to be using the deck that Sean McDowell gave me, this 1864 replica deck. I'm going to be using that deck for today's card trick. Okay, so for today's card trick, I'll go up to a spectator, I'll go up to a couple of spectators, and I'll give the deck a couple of cuts. I'll maybe even give the deck one of these nice shuffles to get it nice and mixed up, just like this. And there we go. And now we are going to play poker, or more specifically 5-card stud poker. How that works is you have maybe 5 or 6 people, maybe 7, and the one with the best 5 cards wins. So I'm going to be the dealer, so I'm going to deal for player 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'll just place mine like this. Okay, so I'm player number 7, I'm the dealer. So second card. Okay, there we go. That's our second card. Third card, just like this. And now the fourth card, just like this. There we go. And now the fifth card. Now you guys probably saw something. You guys probably saw me cheating. So I guess you guys want me to discard my hand. Because yes, you guys are pretty clever. You saw me doing a bottom deal twice. Okay, so I'll take a new set of 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think that's fair. I cheated. You guys caught me. Let's just move on. Let's just be friends still. Okay, so let's see what player 1 ended up with. Player 1 ended up with a full house. This is kind of difficult to see with these cards, but it's so cool. Player 1 ended up with 3 2s and 2 9s. That's what we call a full house. That's a pretty strong hand. 2's full of 9s. Player 2 ended up with, he ended up with 3's full of 10s. Okay, that's a slightly better hand. Another full house. Next player ended up with, 4's full of jacks. Even stronger. I'm going to have a hard time beating these guys. Next player ended up with 5's full of queens. Hands are getting stronger and stronger. Next player ended up with, can you believe it? 6's full of kings. And then the last player ended up with 7's full of aces. Wow, everybody's got a full house. So this would have been a round of betting like crazy. So the winner of this so far, he's the winner. The winner of this hand probably made millions and millions. So let's see what I ended up with. I only ended up with what is referred to as a straight flush. We've got the 9 of clubs, 10 of clubs, jack of clubs, queen of clubs, king of clubs. Okay guys, that's the trick, and I'm going to quickly set up the thumbnail. Why not like this? Feature these cards front and center in the thumbnail, and just straighten this up a little bit, just like that, and maybe get this a little bit neater. I think this makes a very nice thumbnail. Get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. There we go. And that's our thumbnail. Okay, guys. As always, 4 links in the description of any card trick. How to shuffle cards like a magician. How to control a spectator's card. How to do magician's choice. And how to force a selection on a spectator. You don't need any of those skills, but it's still good videos to watch to build some skills and to be able to just make card tricks around it. So this card trick obviously has a setup, and I'll go through the setup just now. It's kind of difficult to figure out these. I can see why they had these cards playing poker back in the days. Because if you were to peek on the person next to you's cards, there's almost no way of figuring out what the exact cards are. It's very difficult. So I'm just setting this deck up quickly. I'll be with you guys shortly. Okay, guys. By the way, I still can't get over the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades is usually the most beautiful card in the deck, and this one is just plain. I still can't get over that. Okay, guys. So this was very difficult to set up because you have to actually literally count the pips or know how to look for the pips. Okay, so the setup is King, Queen, Jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then ace, you just take it from the bottom to the top. So the setup would be king through down to ace. King, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then you just take the ace from the top. And it's the same with all the suits, king or ace through to 2 then. Okay, then you can go up to a couple of spectators. You can tell them we're going to play some poker, 5-card stud poker. It's important that you deal for 7 players, including yourself. You can do maybe a couple of false cuts. I've taught these false cuts before. This one is just you swivel over a couple of cards from the top, then a couple from the middle. You grab the cards from the top again, place the ones in the middle in your hand, top on top of that, bottom on the table, and there you go. By the way, the only reason I'm doing this trick with these cards is because I wanted to feature them on my channel, but there's no way I am shuffling these cards. I will only do false shuffles and math tricks and things like that with these cards. Then I did this false shuffle as well that I've taught before. You guys can check out some previous videos that this false shuffle is in, and now you are ready. Your deck is still set up in exactly the same order you had it, and now you can deal. You deal for player number 1 first, you deal for yourself, last. So you deal for player number 1, then you deal for player 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then for you, and I'll just put mine off slightly off center like this. Then you deal again for players like this, and now you make it on, well, you don't really do it on purpose, but I wanted you guys to see it, but you do a bottom deal. Okay, so card number 2 for you do a bottom deal. Then card number 3 is just from the top. Card number 4, you do a bottom deal again, like that. And then card number 5, you just deal one from the top. Now you can tell the people, listen here, you guys probably saw I cheated, I dealt from the bottom, and I'm not that kind of person. I'm going to discard these cards, and then you just deal yourself a new set of 5 cards, and then the players will reveal their hands, and they'll have full houses, everybody, like it was in the performance, where it will be 2 through to 2 full of 9s, 3 full of 10s, it will be 4 full of jacks, then it will be 5 full of queens, 6s full of kings, 7s full of aces, and then you say, well, that's pretty good, but I think I might be able to beat that, and you'll have 9, 10, jack, queen, king. Straight flush. You can probably make it a royal flush by just altering the setup slightly, but I like having it a straight flush and not a royal flush. A royal flush is kind of too obvious. But anyway, guys, that's the trick. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and I obviously filmed this the day before this came out, because I received this deck like 2 days before this card trick came out, or 3 days, something like that, and I'm going to put it straight back in the box with all its promotional cards, because I really don't want these cards to get damaged. Sean, again, you are the man. Thank you, my man. And until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Myself and Theodore the Magic Mascot. Peace, everybody.